Walala Bilha. Toxic.
I save this money.
Die sind böse. Böse.
Hätte ich auch sagen können.
Holy shit! Meine rechte und linke Arschbacke.
It's shocking how much work there is to do, even for the three of us.
And she's been handling it alone all along. The Qixing secretary clearly isn't an ordinary person.
Ja, Liri.
It's so frustrating.
Liri, das sieht nicht gut aus mit deiner Note.
Aren't you Ningguang's servants? How come you're here?
We are Miss Ningguang's private secretaries, not servants.
Have you seen Miss Ganyu, Traveler? It has been several days since Ganyu left for Joyun Karst. She's the general secretary of the Liyue Qixing. We've only taken over her responsibilities until she gets back.
Even though the Qixing have made peace with the Adepti after the latter had denounced Liyue, they still want to pay their respects to the Illuminated Ones. They commissioned Ganyu as their envoy to deliver a letter to Joyun Karst and bring the Adepti the latest news about the crisis. Still, Ganyu should have been back to her usual responsibility.
I'm afraid it's not
Okay, Niklas.
Ever since we met Miss Ganyu,
Praktizieren wir bald.
nothing but the most conscientious person in all
Bekommst
of
du.
Liyue. Even when it's time for her annual leave, Ms. Ganyu stays on duty at Yuehai Pavilion saying there is still so much to do. She couldn't possibly be using her mission as an excuse to slack off.
Oh, Paimon sees how it is. But she's half Adeptus. She wouldn't get in trouble, right? Why do you look so upset?
It's because of this absurd workload of hers. When we first heard the three of us would be taking over for Miss Ganyu, we thought it would simply be a matter of changing our work environment.
We couldn't have imagined that Miss Ganyu's daily workload far exceeds what the three of us are used to doing.
Er ist besser als du.
Speaking of Joyun Karst, Traveler, I've heard that you can go in and out of there as you please.
Of course! We've been there lots of times!
That's good news. Could you go to Joyun Karst and find Miss Ganyu for us? Preferably before we collapse under this workload. We're saved. I remember Miss Ganyu said that she'd be visiting Cloud Retainers.
Wer Luft aufgenommen werden,
well
genau. Genau, jetzt kann ich kein Deutsch mehr wegen ihr.
She came back to work. Otherwise,
No, perhaps we should go to Lady Ningguang first and bring up our overtime pay again.
Damit der aktive Teil den passiven Teil ficken kann. Oh.
So Ganyu left to visit Cloud Retainer. Doesn't she live in Mount Alza?
Nee. Da kommt man in die Hölle.
We should hurry up. Paimon hopes we can find her there.
Hm. Hm. Ja. Ach, Dirk. Wahrscheinlich schon, ja. Dirk. Dirk.
Dirk.
Huh? The person standing over there. That's Ganyu. We finally found her. Ganyu, here you are.
You two. I did not expect to meet you here. Is it official or private affairs that bring you here? I shouldn't. I have left the human world.
3 Handzeichen.
Please contact the Yua High Pavilion regarding matters concerning the commercial port.
Huh? You don't want to be the Qixing secretary anymore? But they're all waiting for you to come back.
That's why you're here? You want me to come back? I'm afraid you came here in vain.
What? Did something happen?
The clouds fold and unfold. The tide ebbs and flows. It was meant to be. When the Adepti entrusted humans with overseeing Liyue, I knew it was only a matter of time until I had to leave. My Adepti blood makes me unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. I delivered the letter and came back to Liyue Harbor,
Blut.
only to discover that I had been replaced by Baiwen, Baishao, and Baishu.
Blutet.
Perhaps that
Genau.
mission of mine was
Alter.
just a pretext to remove me.
Ich könnte mit euch Unterricht haben.
Since the Qixing gave me a chance to leave with dignity, I decided to be tactful as well. I appreciate your kindness, but there's no need for your words of comfort.
Habt ihr keine Dora?
After 1,000 years away, I came back to Julian Karst. Looking at the clouds floating among the mountains brings me peace of mind. I feel better now.
But...
Who disturbs the peace of these mountains?
Cloud Retainer, we're terribly sorry. We just...
One merely jests. One felt your presence the moment you set foot upon this land.
Wow, you Adepti really are impressive.
Come here to chat about the
Freust du
old
dich, ne?
times with Ganyu. It looks like you get along quite well.
Schön.
Ah, the matter leaves you at an impasse then. Not to
Wenn man zu
worry.
faul ist zum
One is
Unterrichten und einfach den
exceptional
Schülern
at
filmen,
seeking avenues for
geht.
conversation. One has been one's own companion in idle talk for many a year. Ah, yes. Since you are Ganyu's friends, tales from her youth shall one apprise you of, perhaps?
Oh, Cloud Retainer.
Nothing to be ashamed of. You were so cute as a child. One is most certain that your friends would like to hear of it.
Oh, Paimon wants to hear it.
Little Ganyu loved when the horns on the top of her head were caressed. When one was still taking care of her, one was pestered most often to touch her horns. She was elsewise loath to sleep.
Wow.
Plump she was back then. Why, when she stumbled while we ascended the mountain, she would roll down to
Uri,
the bottom
was sehen,
like a
wenn ich
little
mitmache?
ball. The day Ganyu bumped into a pilgrim was the first time she saw a real human in the flesh. So fearful she was that she hid in a rock's cleft for 2 days and nights. One found her wailing of a monster she had seen.
Cloud Retainer? Forget it. It's about time for my training. I will take my leave.
Ah, One's intention was merely to relieve the awkward tension.
And you did the exact opposite. Impressive.
Be that so? Huh. But returning to Ganyu, most gladdened one is of your arrival. One cannot help but feel that remaining in Jueyun Karst shall not be good for her. One will tell you more about her, if you should permit it. Most benevolent among all Adepti are the Qilin. They drink only spring water and eat only whole grain. But perhaps the mountainous dwellings of Adepti in Jueyun Karst might be too lonely for her human side. Under moonlight did one see her last. She stood by the precipice's edge, and upon the mist-veiled mountains she gazed. Her thin figure was immersed in the vast sea of clouds. One noticed her loneliness, and sought to convince her to go back to the human world. But just then, she said thus.
Liyue Harbor feels even lonelier than Jueyun Karst. When I look at the sea of clouds in Jueyun Karst, I merely feel the loneliness of a solitary cloud gazer. When I step into the sea of people in Liyue, I feel the loneliness of an inhuman that doesn't belong in the human world.
Oh.
One did, by chance, hear this much of Ganyu's thoughts. Alone, she will find her predicament hard to conquer. One hopes that you will accompany her.
Oh, Retainer's right. We can't leave Ganyu depressed like that. Besides, Liyue hasn't given up on her. She's got it all wrong. Anyways, what's that training Ganyu was talking about?
She has sought to reclaim her Adeptus side since returning to Jueyun Karst. At her behest, one has organized training for her to achieve that end. She should be in the southern part of Mount Aozang right now, preparing for the trial.
Huh, is that so? Let's go take a look then.
Ja, ja, gut, das machen wir.
Adventure time!
So here you are, Ganyu.
Why did you come here? Humans should not remain in the realm of Adepti for too long. Considering the kindness you have shown me, I can let you stay for the Adeptus training.
Yay!
This trial was prepared by Cloud Retainer. Its goal is to help me feel like an Adeptus again. The training is much to her signature style. I hope it won't make it seem like she is too unaware of the abilities of others.
Is it difficult?
No, I'm aware of your strength, Traveler. The power hidden within you is not inferior to mine. If you're ready, we shall begin the training.
Oh, okay. Aber ich habe Larissa gut nachgemacht. Ich habe May studiert.
gliding around. It does feel like something Cloud Retainer would come up with.
Ich würde sagen, Maurice schuldet mir 100 Euro, wenn ich gerne mitziehe. Was sagt? Udo, was sagst du dazu? Udo?
Sagst dazu, dass du homophob bist.
Okay. Ich meine, zu dem Vorschlag ist, wenn ich gerne mitziehe, dass er mir 100 Euro schuldet. Du musst es als Priester absegnen, ja.
Why did you come here? This trial was prepared. The training is much to... No, I'm aware of your strict. If you're ready...
Ja, du hörst dich auch an, als wenn du leckst.
Mhm. Sexuelle Frustration.
There's a lot of gliding around. It does feel like something Cloud Retainer would come up with.
Oh, ist ja so lustig, wenn ich noch einen Monat ziehe. Ja, ich schaue gerade Primal Gems, wenn ich ziehen kann. Der ist bald beim Pity. Nee, aber der ist fast beim Pity. So wie ich ihn kenne, hat er das Event noch nicht angefasst. Abyss kann ich noch für ihn machen. Ich krieg da noch genug. Ja. Ja, also er kann noch einen Monat ziehen. Ja, der meinte mir irgendwas, dass er letztes Mal gegen gezogen hat. Scheiße. Anscheinend.
Wow! Ganya's a really awesome shooter!
If you could see through the eyes of an Adeptus, you wouldn't be so surprised.
Ich glaube, Maurice würde ausrasten. Das wäre schon witzig, ne? Das wäre schon sauwitzig. Wenn ich gar nicht ziehe. Nicht, sondern Mona. Ich weiß gar nicht, was die zweite Konstellation macht. Ich habe es aber hinbekommen, dass der Mona schon mal benutzt. Ja. Oh, der hat 50 sogar. Alter, der ist sogar echt. Ich bin irgendwie neidisch auf seine Mona, der hat gute Artefakte auf ihn. Sein bester Charakter ist einfach Mona. Ja, ich weiß, ich kümmere mich aber gerade um seine Mona. Kann ich jetzt nichts machen.
We've completed the task. I
Sehr
agree.
cool.
Ganyu, what were you planning to do once your training was over?
The training's not over yet. The part prepared by Cloud Retainer is only the first trial.
So there are more trials prepared by other Adepti?
No. The only Adeptus who can unlock my true potential is...
Who is it?
conqueror of demons.
Huh. So it's Shao. That cold-hearted loner? How come he's prepared a trial for you?
I found him unapproachable at first, too. But I believe that being able to face him is an important part
Ist
of
das
my
dein erstes
homecoming.
Gacha-Game?
He's already waiting for me. Come along if you're interested.
Of course we are. Let's go.
Ulu, ist das auch dein erstes Gacha-Game? Nicht. Ulu? Ist Genshin auch dein erstes Gacha-Game? Nicht mehr.
Nein, das ist nicht.
Was hast du denn noch gespielt?
Für Mario Kart, verdammte Scheiße.
Das ist auch ein Gacha-Game?
Ja?
Ja, das wusste ich nicht. Tut mir leid.
Nee, Gacha ist einfach, wenn du dumme Beziehungen machst, wofür du irgendwelche Gems oder so ein Scheiß benutzt. Dann hast du ein Gacha-Prinzip. Und wenn du dein Level-System oder so direkt durch deine Beziehung drin hast, dann hast du ein Gacha-Game. Fertig. Und bei Mario Kart ist genau der gleiche Scheiß. Wenn du einen Charakter doppelt oder ein Fahrzeug oder einen scheiß Gleiter mehrfach ziehst, dann levelst du nämlich deinen scheiß Charakter oder was auch immer dann auf.
I'm sorry. I had a meeting with Cloud Retainer. I
don't need your explanations and don't require any mutual understanding between us. I'm just helping you with your training. That's all.
Xiao is such a strict teacher.
You're neither an adeptus nor a human, always treading the line between the two worlds. It must create a lot of confusion. Instead of explaining yourself to me, you should face your true self.
I have nothing to hide.
Das war sie schlau.
The body and the mind are one. If something worries your mind, your body can help you find a solution. The trial I've prepared for you will explore the true potential of your body.
Yes. I'm ready.
Würde ich nicht mehr um Venti kümmern, wäre das wahrscheinlich mein bester Charakter. Ich bin so faul. Und ich kann da leider nicht so in dieses Trap-Thema reinkommen. Schau.
The trial's begun. Paimon can feel it in the air. Even the weather's changed.
Also die Mona von Maurice, die hat hier 41 Chance von Crit und 140 von Maurice. Vielleicht ist 41 Chance von Crit und 140 Crit von Maurice. Das Beste, was er hat, die 90 Chance wieder drin.
Time for takeoff.
Und du unterstützt das auch noch.
By royal decree. No touch, born of ice. La la la. Think you can get away? Yahoo! Let's play! Yeah! Yahoo! Wings of darkness! Come, sever night from day! Think you can get away? Here we go!
Ich bin nicht stolz auf mich. Ich hab mir gut jetzt ein Crit Rate für das Feuer.
Time for takeoff. Let's play. Let's play. Wouldn't gliding be faster? La la la. Here we go. Time for takeoff. Brace yourselves.
Oh, it's a hard to do.
Dumpy dumpty poo! No touching. Brace yourselves. Time for takeoff. Here we go. Yahoo! For Rex Lapis. Access denied.
Forex Lapis. Camille, Alter.
Dann spielst du die Quest jetzt.
Ja.
I've completed your trial.
You don't have to report back to me. Seeking other people's validation won't benefit your training. Only you can evaluate the result of this trial. You'll progress faster that way.
Understood.
Xiao always has such strong opinions.
From tomorrow on, I'll start raising the difficulty of your training, so you'll have to...
I have to do what?
Another one of those pesky visitors. I'll leave him to you, Ganyu. It's also a part of your training.
Pesky visitor? So even here there are those that Xiao can't deal with?
Oh heavens! Blessed be Rex Lapis! I've finally come upon the Adepti! Are all of you the Adepti of this mountain? Great! My name's Sin Chung. I came to ask for your merciful blessings, O Adepti. I beg of you, please grant me luck, wealth, and a good career.
Oh, so it's a pilgrim.
I am also one of the Adepti. You can say that I'm an Adeptus in training.
Perfect! I didn't come in vain then. Although you sound a bit half-hearted. Doesn't matter. What blessings can you grant me?
Wow, straight to the point, huh?
Dear Pilgrim, you shouldn't jump to conclusions. Adepti don't help every pilgrim for free.
For free? Do you mean that you charge people for the blessings of the Adepti?
That's not what I meant. What I'm trying to say is that everything should be earned through hard work and earnest living. It would be unfair to other people if you got everything you wanted for no reason.
Das Einzige, was
Hold on. I've heard this all before. You're just like my old man. Always
Wie
nagging
gesagt,
me.
hat mehr Crit Rate als
Your
Damage.
father must have experienced it firsthand.
Hat 68,6 Crit Rate und 64 Crit Damage. Ist auf jeden Fall was schief gelaufen.
A person of your age should focus on work and family,
Battle Pass.
instead of chasing after fairy tales.
Are you a real Adeptus? Why do you speak and behave like us city folk? You sure you're not one of those swindlers who pose as an Adeptus to cheat people out of their money? Enough.
Das
Doesn't
Ding
matter if
ist,
you're a
auf
real
seinem Account
Adeptus or not.
Feuerartefakt, das
You're
ist farmen, das
useless.
ist so
I'm leaving.
schwer. Der hat so schlechte Charakter für das Domain. Ja, wen soll ich da jetzt benutzen? Mona. Mona carryt das alleine nicht.
It's not his behavior. The things he said... He was right. I thought that coming back to Jueyun Karst and devoting myself to training would make me feel like an Adeptus again. But being questioned by him made me realize that I...
Ja, der Tartaglia von Maurice hat ein Stringless und kein Artefakt.
I'm unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. As an Adeptus,
It's true! Just believe us!
Alright. I'll go with you to Liyue Harbor. That said, I still trust my initial judgment. If I'm proven right, I'll return to Jueyun Karst once again.
Bitte sag mir, ich kann Contents Resin machen. Und er hat kein Crystal Core. Wow.
Let's go!
Und er ist Adventure Rang 51.
Du bist Adventure Rank 51, Alter.
Ich weiß. Bald nicht mehr. Böse.
Ja, Maurice, du bist so ein fetter Affe.
Danke.
Jetzt darf ich dich immer beleidigen, ne, weil du jetzt auf Maurice Account bist. Ja, du bist schon ein dicker Schwanzkopf, Alter. Guck dir mal an, Alter. Ja. Wenn du auf den Berg hinfällst, du rollst den ganzen Berg runter, Alter.
Ich reiß den Berg damit. Oh.
We're finally back!
I'm still...
Come on, Ganyu! We're almost there! You don't want to turn back now, do you?
I suppose you have a point.
Okay.
It would be quite impolite of me to leave the two of you now.
That's right! Where do you want to go first, then?
I've spent too much time in the mountains. The first thing that comes to my mind is the sea. Let's go for a walk in the port.
Happy to come with.
Jetzt brauche ich natürlich ein Blatt Papier. Diese Tasche.
Off we go!
Ja, aber Maurice hat halt keinen Charakter dafür. Wenn du da Razor benutzt, kriegt er Damage und sein Razor ist eh kacke. Sein Child ist useless und Klee funktioniert nicht. Der hat Stringless und keine Artefakte. Der hat seine Artefakte an Chinkyu gegeben und ich habe die von Chinkyu jetzt auf Mona gepackt. Und seine Mona ist jetzt gut. Nichts. Der hat volles Harz.
Also ich hab immer dieses Stolze, wenn er anfängt zu reden. Ich hab, ne, und dann mache ich noch das und das, ne? Wie so ein dummes Kind, weißt du?
Ich hab meine Federtasche verloren.
The smell of the sea breeze makes me nostalgic.
Ganyu, you didn't leave Liyue for that long. Why do you look so moved?
Well, I used to be so busy. I haven't taken a stroll around here in a long time.
Huh, that's true. Ganyu seemed to be working all the time.
Well, when I think about my time here, I've spent most of it behind a desk filing documents. It put me in a certain mood. Similar to the one I felt during my training in Jueyun Karst, in fact.
Why? Isn't it? Little Miss Ganyu.
Aber ich habe for real noch nie einen Carrier gesehen, der mehr
I wouldn't have thought I'd meet you here.
For
You're
real,
always so terribly busy.
This old man called her Little Miss Ganyu.
Ach, weil es ein Gladiator ist wahrscheinlich und er nicht so hat.
Allow me to introduce Uncle Tien. He is...
That's all right. Just tell them the truth. They have done so much for
Leo
Leo after all.
Uncle Tien is a member of the Liyue Qixing, the Tianchu.
What? This grandpa is a member of the Qixing? The same rank as Ningguang?
Hush now. I must ask for your discretion concerning my identity. Fishing in the port and strolling about are the greatest pleasures of my life. I have no wish to be followed around by those armed guards. In most people's eyes, I'm just a forgetful and wordy old...
Uncle Tien is too modest. He's been around for a long time. There's no one who can replace a person of such noble character.
Oh, little Miss Ganyu. Your kind words make me feel that my decades of hard work haven't been in vain.
Uncle Tien, a person of your standing should really stop calling me Little Miss Ganyu.
Oh, my apologies. It's not intentional, just a childhood habit of mine. Thank you for looking after me when I first ascended to my position in the Qixing.
Erklären Sie anhand Abbildung 3 den Begriff Toleranz unter Verwendung verschiedener Fachbegriffe.
I was just fulfilling my duties as the Qixing secretary.
Was hat die gemacht?
It's nothing worthy of your gratitude.
Talking about secretaries... Oh, I don't know if I should bring it up. Ganyu, I believe you know my daughter, Huixing. She seems to be a bit...
Yes, she works at Yue High Pavilion and she's my junior. How can I help her?
I don't know myself, really. She's all grown up now and doesn't like to ask for my help. May I trouble you to meet her at Yue High Pavilion? She just needs a bit of guidance.
With pleasure. Solving the Qixing's problems has always been in my job description.
She's back in character, just like that, huh? Let's move then to Yue High Pavilion.
Adventure time!
Diese Scheiß-Quest geht so lange, ich schwöre.
Und ist so langweilig.
Ja.
Von Ganyu.
Adventure time!
Ups. Du bist nicht schlecht.
Please be mindful of your personal safety.
Miss Ganyu, it's been too long. I don't know why, but seeing you brings me a sense of peace in these chaotic times.
Indeed, it has been a while, Weixin. I'm flattered, but aren't you exaggerating a little? I heard that you've encountered some problems and came to see if I could be of some help.
My father asked you to come, didn't he? Using his status as a member of the Qixing to trouble you.
Don't worry. I'm always happy to help a junior colleague from Yuehai Pavilion.
Ganyu's not only a competent secretary, but also a great mentor.
So, what can you tell me about the problem?
Ugh, where should I start? I discovered something strange while organizing tax records. There are obvious irregularities in the tax declarations of 2 stores, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique. However, whether I question the shopkeepers or check their accounts, I can't seem to make any progress with my investigation. Without any evidence, my hands are tied.
I see. It's not uncommon for merchants to be blinded by greed.
Well, is there any solution you can advise?
Naturally. I've dealt with similar issues hundreds of times. Give me a moment to consider the best approach in this scenario. All right. Let's approach it this way then. Your enemy knows you best.
Huh?
If I remember correctly, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique are old business rivals, competing for market share due to their similar wares. In that case...
In that case... Ah! I know what you mean, Ms. Ganyu. Ms. Ganyu plans to let them expose each other.
Exactly. Let's start with Wanyo Boutique. The owner's name is...
Mona!
Bolai, isn't it?
Yes, you're right. Follow me, please.
Oh, wow.
Oh, ow! Where did that come from?
Please be mindful of your personal...
Masupilami ist ein Shinigami. Nein. Es reicht mir mit dir.
Schade.
Scheiße, Alter. Schlacht euch zu, ich schwöre das.
No one's joined me on an adventure in ages. Come on, let's go! Benny's adventure team, assemble! Or not. Oh, ow! Where did that come from? Good things come to those who don't wait around. That's what they say anyway.
But in
Knowing
my
my
luck,
luck, the opposite is probably true for me.
Quick sleep, Mona.
Oh, ow! Where did that come from? Benny's adventure team, assemble! Or not. Oh, ow! Where did that come from? Benny's adventure team, assemble! Or not. Good things come to those who don't wait around.
That's what they say anyway.
Knowing my luck, the opposite is probably true for me.
So, kurz ansehen. Klimaanlagen.
Oh, ow! Where did that come from?
Tschüss.
Benny's adventure team, assemble! Or not. Oh, ow! Where did that come from? No one's joined me on an adventure in ages. Come on, let's go.
Juri, weißt du eigentlich, ob das Sealy-Event jetzt schon vorbei ist? Gut, Maurice hat nämlich noch kein Sealy. Der hat sich 3-mal die Primal Gems geholt und danach das Event nicht mehr gespielt. Ich würde ihm so gern das rosanen Sealy
Ow! Where did that come from?
So, dann hole ich mir jetzt die Primus ab. Komm, lass mich jetzt gar nur in den nächsten 2 Puls ziehen. Oder um einen.
Let's go find some treasure. Oh, ow! Where did that come from?
Waffe von Mona upgraden.
Benny's adventure team, assemble! Or not. Good things come to those who don't wait around. That's what they say anyway. Knowing my luck, the opposite is probably true for me. Oh, ow!
Ich mache jetzt einfach das Pyro-Domain online und hoffe, dass ich jetzt einfach durchgecarried werde.
Nö.
Okay, dann nicht.
Nö.
Okay. Finde ich schön, dass wir uns da jetzt auf eine Sache festlegen.
Let's go find some treasure.
Ja. Ja.
Ja.
Ja.
Co-op game is loading.
Let's go find some treasure.
Let's go find some treasure. Möchtest du auch ein paar Treasure finden?
Ja. Oh, hier ist ja auch ein Canyon.
Benny's Adventure Team, assemble! Or not.
Level 90, Level 88, Level 80.
Der einzige Event 5-Star, den ich nicht hab, das ist doch Zhongli, oder?
Wow. Where did that come
Du
from?
oder wer?
Ich.
Du? Ja. Ja, dir fehlt nur Jungle.
Bin gut, ne?
Stefan hat alle.
Benny's Adventure Team.
Ja, Stefan ist ein kleiner Lacke.
Hm. Ja.
Adventure Time.
Kleiner süßer Schwitzer hier, ey.
Off we go.
Liegt einfach daran, dass er eine Breitfallenliste ist des Arroganz. Oh.
Ich finde, Stefan merkt man aber nicht an, dass er schon 17 ist, ne?
Ach, der ist 17?
Der ist 17 hier. Ja, ne? Das ist wirklich so, ne? Du denkst immer, du so kleine süßes Kind und so, ne? Nee, ist nicht.
Der hört sich so jung an.
Aha, we meet again.
Ne, bei Maurice merke ich das schon.
And you must be
Bei mir, als ich 14, 15 war, haben die Leute schon...
aber bei Stefan, ne? Da denke ich mir immer so, ich spreche mit so einem kleinen süßen Kind und so, ne? Aber der ist halt schon so alt. Krass, oder? Ja, bei Niklas denkt man oft, der ist ja einfach nur 10 Jahre alt.
Ugh, that rascal Dongsheng. He's stealing all of my customers.
Well, Second Life's credit has always been excellent.
Niggy!
And based on their tax records, their business is
I love you.
Ich hatte eigentlich Niklas extra gesagt, er soll 5 Minuten warten, bis er in die Party kann, sonst ist das
Is there
auffällig.
anything you'd like to share with us, Mr. Bolai?
Don't let that rascal fool you. I know his dirty tricks best.
Aber er ist einfach direkt nach
If you don't believe me, show me his tax records. I'm sure I'll find something fishy in there.
You know Second Life's business so well?
Of course.
Hosen runter.
Their every transaction makes my blood boil. I'd rather lose money myself than see that rascal make some.
Well then, please look over this tax record. We'll review Second Life's credit based on your observations.
Oh, of course. I'll read very, very carefully. Line by line and word by word. Ah, here, I found it. That exquisite wooden furniture set he bought from Fanmu Carpenters at the beginning of the year. Ugh, he even flaunted it in front of me. Look at the tax record. Not a word about that furniture. And he kept all the profit for himself.
I see. He must have gotten rid of all the documents related to this transaction. No wonder there was no trace of it.
I told you so. Just as I expected. Ugh, I can't wait to watch him squirm.
But, Ms. Ganyu, despite all this, can't he just flat out deny ever making this transaction?
He might have destroyed all the evidence, but I believe the supplier, Fanmu Carpenters, might still have some proof of it.
Aha, you're right. Master Lu from Fanmu Carpenters must still have the invoice. He wouldn't be swayed by the likes of Dongsheng.
I hope so. Let's
I hope so.
It should be near Chinksa village.
Alter, deine dummen Vögel, ich würde den Käfig umschlagen.
Oh, please, that's nothing. I just hope you won't be lenient with him once you find the evidence.
Ey, ich habe das auch immer gehört, wenn meine Meerschweinchen herumgequiekt haben, Junge, und dann habe ich irgendein Kuscheltier dagegen geschmissen.
Oha.
It's all right, Weishin.
Udo ist sehr tierfreundlich.
You can stay in Liyue Harbor and finish your work. Leave the rest to us.
Oh, that's so considerate of you. Still, I'm sorry to trouble you like that.
Also ich hatte nichts mehr, also entweder die haben, obwohl dieses Herumgequieke war ja nicht oft, ne, das ist zum Glück nicht vorgekommen, aber wenn die dann angefangen haben herumzuficken, ne, und das ging die ganze Zeit dann so, ne, dann hab ich da mir aber was genommen und da hab ich das gegengeschmissen, das ging mir dann so hart auf den Sack, ne. Die machen denn ja immer so komische Brummgeräusche, so, und ich denke dann so, Alter, halt die Fresse, Alter. Nee, die verhüten.
Oh.
Junge, das ist richtig ekelhaft, ne? Ich hab kennt das ja von anderen Katzenbesitzern auch. Wenn die dann ihr Arsch über den Boden schleifen und so, ne? Das ist so ekelhaft, ne? Musst du sterilieren lassen. Sterilieren? Nennt sich das so?
Meine Wellensittiche kotzen sich gegenseitig nur in den Mund. So.
Also prinzipiell sind ja Meerschweinchen süß, ne, aber nur solange die nicht mit mir in einem Zimmer sind. Das heißt nicht kastriert, wenn es ein Mädchen ist. Und ein Kater ist auch nicht so anstrengend, wenn er unbedingt ficken will. Das sind nur Katzen.
Ah, welcome, welcome. How can an old carpenter like me help you? I'm usually happy to take new apprentices, but I'm afraid I can't take too many at once. But I'm always around if you're keen for a chat.
Chinksa really is full of lonely old people.
Hey, I heard that, Flying One.
Paimon's sorry.
Master
Ja, deswegen sind Hunde
we've
besser.
just come to see you and ask you some questions.
Don't worry.
Nicht.
You're from the Yuha Pavilion, right? Why would the Chising care about an old man like me? Well, whatever. You said that you want to ask me something. Ask away then.
Also wenn ich eine Katze haben wollte, dann wäre es ein Kater,
You're very
tatsächlich
direct, Master Lu.
ein weibliches Ding.
I will be plain. We're looking for proof that Dongsheng from Second Life has been evading taxation. Dongsheng bought some furniture from you at the beginning of the year. Do you still have the invoice or any other record of that transaction?
Oh, it's about Second Life. It was a big order. How could I forget?
Oh.
Sure enough, Mr.
Wir lassen die mal hier, ne?
We won't have any evidence to bring against Dongsheng otherwise.
Of course you can. But
okay.
I'm not so sprightly anymore.
What's that supposed to mean?
I only do my woodwork and display finished wares here at Fanmu Carpenters. As for old documents and such, I keep them all in a warehouse west of here. But some troublemakers have recently moved there, invading my warehouse. I tried to drive them away, but they just wouldn't leave. Since you need that invoice anyway, it may be best to get it from the warehouse yourself. And while you're at it, you can teach those louts a lesson.
So that's what happened. I see.
I'll leave you to it then. I need to get back to work.
Take back the warehouse, find the invoice. Time for us to show our stuff in a fight.
Wait, I think I saw one of those troublemakers. Ah, over there.
Oh, Paimon sees them too. It's one of the Fatui.
They must be plotting something against Liyue Harbor.
Maybe they're the scoundrels who invaded Master Lu's warehouse.
Ever since Osial attacked the harbor, the Fatui's reputation in Liyue has reached rock
Oh
bottom.
mein
We
Gott.
won't cause a serious diplomatic crisis by getting into some small scuffle with the Fatui
Ulo, ich
within
könnte
our
so ein
borders.
Arschloch
You
sein.
need not worry.
Was
Besides,
sagst du?
I can
Ich
already
könnte so ein
feel their
Arschloch
malicious
sein. Maurice hat ja
intentions.
Love Lexi in der
Consider it
Freundesliste und die spielt auch gerade
My
Genshin.
intuition as the secretary of the Chising.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go teach him a lesson.
Schreib halt die Fresse, du dumme Hure, und geh dich vergraben.
Oha.
Bäh.
Ja.
Ja, natürlich steht auf sowas.
Ich glaub, Potsdam steht auf sowas. So eine richtig geile Tanze.
Manchmal. Momentan ist das nicht wirklich mehr relevant.
Everybody stand back!
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Oh, you scoundrels!
I think you've had enough.
Ja.
About time you tell us your plan. No?
Plan? What plan?
We just taught you a lesson, but clearly you weren't paying attention. If you don't spill whatever you're scheming against Liyue, we'll be forced to use harsher methods.
I'm telling the truth. There's no scheme.
If you're telling the truth, then why would you, a member of the Fatui, suddenly appear on the outskirts of Chinksa village?
Fine. If you really want to know, then, well, I was about to.
Das Leben ist halt kein Wunschkonzert, wa?
Pick berries over there.
I must admit, I didn't expect you to come up with such a silly excuse.
Ich wette mit dir,
Not an excuse.
ich wette mit dir, Lyri, wenn du jetzt queuest, dann kommst du in eine Dia-Lobby rein, wenn du so lang queuest. Ich wette mit dir.
Think about it. I'm here
Ist immer
alone,
so.
and Chinksa Village is nothing more than a retirement spot for old people.
Oh,
What
oh,
could I
dann
be
passt das
scheming
ja.
anyway?
Judging by how he's
Ja, du
looking
willst
at
eigentlich auch
us,
gleich
it
mit dir
does
queuen.
seem like he feels like he's...
So you have nothing to do with the occupation of Fanmu Carpenter?
Vanmu Carpenter's warehouse? I swear, I only came here to...
So it wasn't the Fatui who took over Master Lu's warehouse after all.
I also feel that he's telling the truth. I
Schlägerei!
misjudged the situation and offended you.
Also, wenn ihr jetzt nicht beide ruhig seid, ne?
Our exchange only represents
Also, ich zieh euch gleich die Schwänze lang, jetzt reicht's mir
You
aber.
can file a complaint to the
Ulu.
Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Also wenn wir uns im Gegnerteam haben, Udo, dann sind wir nie so.
Nee.
She's clearly aware that the Ministry of Civil Affairs wouldn't side with us Fatui.
Yes, precisely. As an alternative, you may try to solve this problem with force once again.
Paimon's in!
Darn you. How can you wear that solemn face while bullying me like this?
What's your choice then?
I'll get back to my berries.
Ja, aber vielleicht war sie nicht so gut wie ich.
Wie kann man denn so ein Ego haben in Overwatch, Mann?
Also Ulo, ich farm dich auch immer auf Mercy, ne? Ach, dieses Ego immer von denen. Heil mich doch! Sag mal, was ist denn mit dir, Alter? Hallo Hanso! Hallo! Ich brauche Hilfe! Ich bin besser.
Hi.
Hi.
Hallo.
Ich mag jetzt aber wieder auf zu GM hier, ne?
Ja, ich mache gerade ein Aufwärmungsmatch und dann Q ist, weil ja niemand mit mir queuen mag.
Niklas ist schon ein Arschloch, ne?
Ja.
I made a laughingstock out of myself. I might have spent too much
Und wenn
time
ich
away
wieder
from
auf
work.
3-6 droppe, ist es Niklas seine Schuld und dann
intuition is not as
throwen wir
accurate
alle
as it
seine
used to be.
Matches, wenn wir im Team sind,
Ja.
okay?
Ja.
It's always nice to teach the Fatui a lesson.
Ja, bitte?
Let's keep moving towards Master Lu's warehouse. Our goal is to get the invoice, after all.
Ja. Du hast gar nichts auf GM geboostet!
Holy.
Nein! Das ist mir egal!
These bombs, so heavy.
Aha. Nein. Halt bisher. Ja, jo, du kannst doch nicht Paolo auf Support ernst nehmen, Herr WTF. Mann, das ganze Omikron-Team gehört nicht auf GM, Mann. No Front, aber Full Front, Alter, was ist denn das? Nee, alle nicht. Genauso wie Tristan und die ganze restliche Band können alle nicht auf GM. Ach du Scheiße.
Think you can get away? So this is the warehouse. Seems like this television would nothing more than a few milk churros. Let's show them what we got.
Ich weiß nicht, wieso die dich überhaupt beleidigen lässt. Egal, ob sie dich kennen oder nicht, die haben einfach ohne Grund angefangen zu beleidigen und das ist der Grund, wieso keiner diese Dreckstransen mag. Ja, weil es behinderte Missgeburten sind, wo sie zurückgebildet sind, diese Hurensöhne. Ich schwöre, wäre ich im Mittelalter, ich hätte die, wäre da hingegangen, hätte die...
Here we go.
Oh mein... Nur ich spiele jetzt Zenyatta, Alter. Ah! Tschüss!
Brace yourself. Think you can get away? Here we go. Shadow Raven, let night fall. Teamwork is dreamwork. Here we go. By royal First blast! All clear. Quick, let's look around for the invoice.
Sorry, vor. Hurra vor.
This one is an invoice from One Man Restaurant. Some dining tables and chairs. That's not it. This one is Wangsheng Funeral Parlors. Oh, so they make coffins too. bring this invoice back to Hoishin.
Du bist halt die Fresse.
Das wollte ich gerade auch sagen. Noch ein Wort und ich komme sofort. Sonst dieses Snipe dich.
Mit wem? Mit wem?
Ja. Liuris nächstes Ethikthema, Inzest.
Sag mir irgendwas von Geheimnis. Bist du behindert? Nee.
Oh, Ms. Ganyu,
Nein.
you're back. I
Hä?
hope it wasn't too much trouble rushing about like that.
I promise to help you, and I'll keep my word. Nothing to worry about. Look, it's the invoice for the transaction between Second Life and Fanmu Carpenters. We've brought it back.
Oh, thank you so much. Now we can solve this problem.
Agreed. How about we go to Second Life and have a nice chat with the owner?
Willst du bei mir einziehen, dann hast du auch gutes Internet.
Aber ein Daily Disconnect. Oh.
Halt die Fresse, Luis. Wer hat gefragt?
Off we go!
Isn't it Huixin from the Yuehai Pavilion?
Will sagen, der Smurf ist ihm wichtig.
I told you that all of my transactions are included in the records. My tax declarations are scrupulous as well. I do hope that my business won't be affected by any groundless accusations.
Groundless accusations? Mr. Dongsheng, you seem very sure of yourself. But I sincerely advise that you cease this behavior immediately. It is liable to affect the fine you'll need to pay in the end.
No. I'm an honest merchant. I would never get involved with any fraudulent sources of profit.
Was hat Maurice hier für Gruppen? Die Inder.
Haven't I made myself clear? Mr. Dongsheng, you've already been proven guilty of tax evasion. I just came here to see if you'd confess.
What? Proven guilty? How come? That's impossible. Absolutely absurd.
He's talking without rhyme or reason. Must be crumbling under Ganyu's pressure. Time for the finishing blow!
Mr. Dongsheng, can you tell me what this is?
It's an invoice from Fanmu Carpenters.
Das ist gerade eine Beleidigung.
I'm Master Lu. I didn't.
Do you admit to tax evasion? This transaction was absent from the tax record.
I didn't think you'd find out. I didn't leave a single trace.
Ja.
Indeed. We wouldn't have found out if it weren't for Mr. Boalai's aid.
Balai? That imp from Wanyo Boutique? So he told on me behind my back. He's got his own share of dirty laundry.
Oh? Mr. Dongsheng, I'd like to hear a little more about this dirty laundry. Would you care to elaborate?
Niklas, wollen wir auch eine offene Beziehung führen?
I don't think you'll need my
Wollen wir auch
guidance
eine
for
offene
what comes
Beziehung
next.
führen?
Yes, thank you, Ms. Ganyu. I can take it from here.
That's good.
I must say, you're truly impressive, Ms. Ganyu. Your enemy knows you best. To think, you came up with this plan and executed it so masterfully.
It's actually one of your father's, the Tianshu's, old tricks. I just took some inspiration from it.
My father?
Pitting your opponent against their enemies and watching them drag each other down from an advantageous position. That's how Uncle Tien managed to keep his position in the Qixing secure for so many years. I figured that as Uncle Tien's daughter, you'd naturally grasp your father's strategies. So, I decided to use one of your father's tricks and play it out for you to see.
I can see it now. Clearly, I still have a lot to learn about my father. I'm really grateful, Ms. Ganyu. You're the kindest mentor I've ever had. Thank you.
Ganyu solved both Huishin's work and family problems. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Oh, you've helped me so much. You must allow me to repay your kindness.
That's not necessary. No need to be so serious. It was nothing, really.
Then let me treat you to a meal. The Traveler and Paimon are invited as well. I appreciate your help.
All right, come on, Ganyu. Just say yes. Let's eat. Oh, come on. It's just a meal.
If it's just a meal, there's no reason for me to decline. It'll be my pleasure, Huixin.
Actually, I've already booked Senua Kiosk. I need a moment to prepare everything first. Let's meet there in a while.
All right. We dare not refuse such generosity.
Louis wird nicht wirklich doll gehasst, Louis wird nur nicht ernst genommen, das ist ein Unterschied.
Ich liebe Overwatch.
Ich liebe Dix.
Ms. Ganyu, thank you for accepting my invitation. And as for the 2 of you, your presence is also much appreciated.
Auf main account jetzt Support?
Ja, bei mir hat einer verlassen.
Oh fuck.
Das wäre absolut winnable gewesen, ne? Aber ja.
That's so kind of you, Huixin. You went to great lengths to organize this.
truth be told, apart from thanking you for all the help, there's something I'd like to tell you.
Oh? If there's anything I can help you with, just tell me straight away. No need to hesitate.
Oh, no, I don't really need help. Could you just listen for a bit?
With pleasure.
When I was a little girl, my father used to tell me many stories about you, Miss Ganyu. Even though I have the utmost respect for my father, I always admired how gentle and reliable you are. I've only decided to join the Yuehai Pavilion staff because I've always looked up to you.
I didn't know that you think so highly of me.
However, in reality, working at the Yuehai Pavilion turned out to be an arduous task. I can't compare myself to such an outstanding secretary like you. I often doubt myself as a result.
I disagree. You're a great secretary in your own right.
Thank you. Over the years, I became a mother, too.
So Uncle Tian is a grandpa!
Influenced by my youthful ideals, she followed my footsteps and came to be a secretary at the Yuehai Pavilion, too.
Euch alle wieder.
At first, I was worried about her. It's not an easy job, after all. To tell the truth, I'm still unsure if she's capable enough. But after all that happened this time, I've made up my mind to support her choice.
So, what made you change your mind?
The fact that she'll have you, Ms. Ganyu, as her senior colleague. You'll help her, gentle as always, and tell her your mom used to do it like that. It'd be such a beautiful moment. If it's not too much to ask for, she might still need
Ich
your
hatte gerade
guidance
aber auch
in
ein
20
A
plus
und
years
ich hatte ein
too.
200er Ping durchgehen.
Huishin,
War nicht so lecker.
I never thought that I meant so much to you.
Bist du gerade in deiner
Just like
K-Pop-Pause,
when you
Schmack?
showed me my father's trick.
Jein, also keine Ahnung, diese zwei Lieder von Blackpink, ich weiß nicht, ich mag die voll.
It's
Und dieses
true that
Ice
I've
Cream.
witnessed thousands of years of Liyue Harbor's history. All the
Ich will
changes
das
it's
immer
gone
tanzen mit
through.
Larissa, aber die regt sich
The
immer auf,
stories
aber
of
im
its
Endeffekt
people.
tanzen wir das
But
trotzdem.
I've always regarded it as nothing more than the source of my loneliness. Huishin, you don't know how important those words are to me. You've made me realize that I share another connection with the people of Liyue Harbor. Apart from my contract with Rex Lapis, they rely on me, accept me, and long for me to bear witness to their stories.
Oh, of course. You're irreplaceable to us.
That's right. That's why I can't disappoint you.
Hooray! Ganyu's finally cheered up!
Even if I've really been supplanted, I wish to fight for my place. I won't let you down. I'm going to fulfill my contract and keep
Nein.
as the Qixing secretary.
Ey, wenn ich herauskriege, mit wem du queuest, ne, ich werde die totschlagen.
Bestimmt mit Stefanie.
Ist mir doch egal, was das ist. Dasjenige ist tot.
Ja. Ach so, okay.
Ja, tschüss.
Ja, ist okay.
Tschüss.
Ich spiele schon eh mit jemand
Tschüss.
anders morgen auch.
Tschüss.
Tschüss. Tschüss. Geh jetzt. Geh.
Regardless,
So widerlich,
I'll
Udo,
go back and
weißt du
see for
das?
myself. I'm afraid that it might have all become a mess during my absence.
Hat Axbergs irgendeine Störung? Hat er
No time to waste.
Autismus?
Let's get back to
Oder
work.
ist das einfach seine Art?
Good luck, Miss Ganyu.
We're leaving already? Paimon's still hungry.
Udo?
Hm?
Hat Axbergs irgendeine Störung oder ist das einfach seine Art?
Seine Art.
Hm.
Oh Gott, ich hoffe, ich komme nicht. Bitte, tu mir... Ich will nicht mit Luis im Game.
Luis ist
Und ich
Diamond.
möchte auch nicht mit Lyri ins Team.
Luis ist Diamond.
Nein.
Doch, er leckt.
Okay, jetzt hast du ein bisschen geleckt.
Ja.
ich will keinen A-Game mehr. Die sind ja alle immer so kacke.
Ich gehe davon aus, dass er eigentlich nur scheiß Internet hat, tatsächlich. Ich meine, wenn er auf dem Dorf wohnt, dann kann man nichts anderes erwarten, ne? Ist ja ist eine Tatsache. Was soll ich da schönreden?
Sag ich dir nicht.
Off we go.
Hä? Wie bist
Sag
du?
ich dir nicht.
Du hättest
Das
einfach
ist
zuhören
geheim.
müssen, dann wüsstest du es. Du hättest einfach zuhören müssen, dann hättest du es gewusst.
Pech.
Raisha, are you okay? Did you fall asleep?
Look at you, now look at me, how you like that.
You even have enough time for leisure? It seems you three are a suitable replacement for me after all.
Ich bete einfach, dass ich nicht mit dir im Match komme. Oh, ich habe ein Match. Ich glaube, du nicht. Tschüss.
We wouldn't have survived long enough to see you
Oh,
again,
jetzt ein Voice Chat.
Miss
Ganyu, we've missed you.
That's so kind of you all. Given we've only
Ah!
met once.
We've been
Can
praying
you
day
die,
and
Lich?
night for
Wer
you
ist
to
das?
return and
To
Kennt
us,
den jemand?
you're like an adeptus coming down to the human world to save.
Ich habe auf jeden Fall Familien-Mick im Gegnerteam und Goofy-Kun. Der hat aber gestern mit mir gefraut, sein Hurensohn,
Please
Alter.
divide the matters at hand into government affairs, business
Goofy-Kun.
affairs, and
Wer ist
civil
denn
affairs.
Goofy-Kun?
Mark out the
Weiß ich
tasks
nicht.
that haven't
Der hat
been
auf jeden Fall
started,
gestern bei mir
and
gefraut
ones
und
that
hat
are in
durchgehend
progress.
Orisa gespielt, Alter.
I'll take
Und hat
care of
nichts
the rest.
gemacht.
Of course. We'll do
Look
it
at you
right away.
now, look at me, how you like that.
Finally.
Ich bin da mal im Voice-Chat, ne?
We're saved.
Yes. There's one I'd like to earnestly thank you, Traveler. If it weren't for your companionship, I would still be embroiled in my inner conflict right now. I'd like to...
Sure, but are you ever?
Let's cross that bridge when we come to it.
Und was machst du, Udo?
Ich hab hoffentlich jetzt endlich... Ich hab die Ganyu-Quest abgeschlossen.
Schön.
Und dafür bekomme ich nur 60 Urgestein, Alter.
Ja, das war so traurig.
Für 2 Stunden Arbeit kriege ich 60 Urgestein. Das ist so frech, ne, ich schwöre, das ist richtig frech. Ich glaube, ich muss hier mal auch nicht zuschlagen, du.
Ja.
So, jetzt machen wir das noch das letzte vom Tag. Und dann sind wir auch durch. Hypostasis. Ich könnte auch noch ein bisschen so machen, aber habe keine Lust drauf.
Ja, ich habe auch keine Lust mehr, diese Feuersphäre zu machen, deswegen hole ich mir jetzt einfach diese Kristalldinger. Und
Oh, Clay, Razor, Noel, Bandit, habe ich alle. Schwierigkeitsgrad.
Die Hypostasis ist extrem einfach.
Hast du auch schwierig gemacht, ja, ne?
Ja.
Mache ich auch. Das kriege ich hin. Hoffe ich.
Ich hatte nicht an, dass mein Crit Damage schwächer gemacht wird und dass mein Cooldowns länger dauern. Und sonst hatte ich alles an.
So. Herausforderung. Starten. Und dann müssen wir einmal Team wechseln. Herausforderung. Starten. I'm going in! Sorry.
Alles gut.
We are going in. We going in. I'm going in. Weiß ich nicht mehr. So, Noel, wir schaffen das. Meine Liebstimmen. Warum kommt hier die Kampfmusik von diesen einen Bossfight von Leo damals?
No, warum nicht? Ich wollte es wahrscheinlich.
Ich finde es schön, aber.
Naja, die Geopistase ist in Leo.
Echt, Mercy?
I'll catch up.
Ja. Habe ich neulich heraus.
As a good knight should. Someone needs assistance. I'll catch up. Everybody stand up.
So, das soll reichen. Das sende ich jetzt so ab.
Mhm.
Mal sehen, ob ich jetzt noch mehr Aufgaben bekommen habe.
Darf man eigentlich bei der Hypostase Essen zu sich nehmen?
Habe ich noch nie ausprobiert.
Ich probier's mal. Ja, kann man.
Gut zu wissen.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Jumpy, jumpy, go! Someone needs assistance. Blazing the way! Leave it all to me.
Ja, gewonnen.
Nice.
Ich schwöre, die waren so nett.
Hey.
Ja.
Das ist schön, das freut mich.
Jetzt muss ich wieder, ich hatte erst Goofy von meiner Avoid-List genommen, ne? Weil ich dachte, der cute jetzt eh nicht. Wieder drauf. Und deren May... Familie Mac hat durchgehend May gespielt. Ich habe nicht verstanden, wieso, ne?
Ich bin sowieso alle was so wollen, weil sie alle so großes Ego haben.
Das Ding ist, wir haben halt, wir sind dann auf Farah gegangen und wir hatten als zweiten DD einen McCree. Countert der beides. May. Ja. Familie Mac habe ich auf jeden Fall auch gemieden, weil ich wollte nicht, dass er bei mir, ich will nicht, dass er bei mir May one-trickt. Kennst du einen, die Brigitte? Ich hatte so einen Stau-Neck.
Nee.
Team.
Sagt mir gar nichts.
4028, ich glaube, der ist gerade auf seinem Karrierenhall. Oh, ja. Tankman eigentlich. Wer ist hier denn noch alles? Ich glaube, Louis spielt mit seinem Freund Ben.
Oh. Für TF?
Was ist los?
Ich habe bei KE ein Artefakt, ne? Normalwert Angriff mit prozentual, ne? Und als Substats Aufladerate, kritischer Treffer, Angriff und kritischer Schaden.
Ja, schön.
Schön, oder?
Ja, das läuft doch. Ich versuche hier gerade Maurice Klee zu retten.
Die ist nicht mehr zu retten.
Sie ist von uns gegangen.
Hast du Lust, mit mir noch Sphären zu machen oder eher nicht so?
Nicht auf Maurice Account.
Hä?
Nicht auf dem Account von Maurice, das wird zu lang dauern.
Hm.
Ja, ich probiere es jetzt erstmal so aus.
Ich kann nur 2 machen, echt. Aber dann habe ich jetzt noch 2 müssen wir noch machen. So, okay. Ja, dann machen wir den Scheiß zweimal, dann habe ich das auch fertig. Kann ich wenigstens stolz auf mir sein. Zack.
Okay. Familie McMac ist ein Gegnerteam. Oh, ich habe wieder meine Brigitte im Team. Oh nein, Bonnie Defense. Ich bin mal wieder im Teamchat, ne?
Ja, viel Glück.
Whenever you need me, I'll be there.
Alles gut.
Ich habe schon mal hinbekommen, ja, dass die Klee von Maurice mehr Crit Damage hat als Raid. Ich habe den Helm halt noch nicht gewechselt, weil er keinen Crit Damage Helm hat. Der hat jetzt 64 Crit Rate und 95 Crit Damage. Ich hab mega gute Feuerartefakte gerade bekommen im Domain. Nichts. Ja. St. Bennett ist auch kacke. Keine Ahnung. Wieso hat kein... Oh Mann, Maurice. Der hat kein Essen zum Heilen. Teile ich die Klee mit Äpfeln. Jetzt ist sie voll. Sein Bennett ist nicht gut. Ui. Hm. Mit welchem Geld? Mit welchem Geld?
Mein Geld.
Ja, gut.
Aber vielleicht
Ja, er will was bestellen. Bruder will bestellen. Keine Ahnung, was er bestellen will. Er will irgendwas bestellen. Essen halt. Playground.
Das ist auch nichts.
Currysoße. Schon hat Maurice kein Harz mehr. So, ich mache mal bei Maurice das erste bisschen.
Mann, Mann.
Melt Ice! Going in! Leave it all to me. Jumpy, jumpy, go! Wings of Darkness! Come, sever night from... Sparks and flare! La la la! I must leave. Odds revealed. As a good night should. I'll catch up. I missed. Teamwork is dreamwork. Odds repeat. Midnight Phantasmagoria. I'm going in.
Oh, ich wollte... Meine... Lyri, alles gut mit dir?
Ich glaube, das...
Ach, du spammst da gerade so die Tasten, ich verstehe.
Ach, ich versuche gerade beim Maurice Abyss.
Ja, verstehe.
Ja, bin wieder GM.
Finally.
Adventure time.
Wobei ja gestern erst das letzte Mal.
Die waren aber also auch wieder sehr nett und ich muss selber sagen, ich hatte 4 Tode innerhalb eines Endgames von 18 Minuten und hatte 17.000 Heilung und das war Gold. Wir haben auch zum Schluss Zenyatta gespielt, obwohl der eigentlich so Brigitte One-Trick ist und wir hatten das dann gewonnen. Ne?
Nice.
So, Zenyatta ist einfach momentan ein Alter. Und wieso taucht dauernd Louis seine Karriere auf, wenn ich das falsch verlasse?
Everybody stand back.
So, okay, jetzt hör ich erstmal auf. Ist okay. Weißt du, was wir auf Hanamura ganz oft machen, was mir aufgefallen ist?
Ja?
Die verteidigen vorne an denen ihr Spawn, ne?
Okay.
Und das meistens klappt das auch. Und selbst wenn das ganze Team stirbt, haben wir so viel Ult, statt dass wir denen dann die Ult reinballern können, ne? Weil das dauert halt, das braucht ja, bis man vorne ist. Somit könntest du ja noch locker 2 Teamfights machen.
Boah. Going in. Shadow Raven, let night fall.
Ups.
Adventure time!
Jedes Mal wäre nur die gleiche Scheiße. Na egal. Sphäre verlassen. Wer hat mich angeschrieben?
Ich hätte auch einen Engländer. Na, läuft war nicht so bei dir.
Benny's Adventure Team, assemble! Oh. 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 Or not.
Nein.
Let's go find some treasure.
Nein. Nein.
Benny's Adventure Team, assemble!
Jetzt einer auf die Fresse! Ja. Ja. Du bist hier die Fixerin, Alter. Nö, ich schau dir eine rein, Alter, und dann töte ich sie und esse sie. Dann gebe ich Ula ein Stück und Masi ein Stück. Du würde deinen Schwanz abbeißen, Alter, wenn du dich nicht benehmen kannst.
Come on.
Welche Elo spielst du, Lyri? Ich spiele jetzt auf Platin.
Kann das mal so sein? Mal ganz kurz auf Klo.
Wieso? Hurensohn! Udo? Ja. Der ist kacke. Ja, der ist kacke, aber der ist nicht so gut.
Bin wieder da.
Hallo.
Hi.
Ulu, schauen wir heute Abend wieder Sabrina? Also schaust
Ja.
du mit?
Ein ganz doll fixes Jahr.
Wie bitte?
Ein ganz doll fixes Jahr. So. Ich kann endlich auch mal die Chest-Streamers machen.